All right, thank you. And a lot of dust and a highway full of cars proved to be a deadly combination south of the valley. We want to show you some of this. 25 vehicles involved in 3 separate crashes, the largest happening this afternoon on westbound I-10 near Picacho Peak. DPS says dust in that area made it nearly impossible for drivers to see. ABC 15 Steve Kuj is joining us live. And Steve, we understand, sadly, at least one person was killed out there.
Yeah, and DPS explaining to me that that death was the result of drivers on the road here on I-10 going too fast, following too close to the person in front of them, because as soon as this dust hit, Katie, visibility was zero. It dropped in an instant, and as soon as people started slamming on their brakes, that's when the cars started piling into one another. One person killed at this point. There could be more, but what rescuers tell me is that they are surprised with as bad as this crash, this accident scene is, surprised there aren't more deaths.
A lot of people were lucky to come out of this alive.
A powerful, blinding dust storm turned I-10 into a scene of absolute chaos. Police tell us at least 25 cars crashed and piled into one another on this mile-long stretch in Picacho Peak.
It looks like a war zone right now. The car that was underneath the semi-truck, the roof was pancaked. It collapsed like a pancake pretty much. And the patients were trapped underneath to the point where you couldn't even see them.
The dust was so thick at points, you had a hard time seeing what was right in front of your own face. Trucks were flipped upside down, entire roofs ripped off. A dozen people were taken to the hospital, half of them with life-threatening injuries. This isn't the first dust storm-related crash seen in these parts, but paramedics say it is by far the worst.
In the past couple of months, we've seen about 4 other dust-related incidents where it causes major scenes.
DPS says at least one person was killed when his wife crashed into the back of this truck. I'm told the wife is also likely to die from her injuries, sadly, as well as another person. As a cross placed here can tell you, this is not the first time something heartbreaking has happened at this location. And those pictures, pretty hard to look at, a few of them right there. We're expecting to get an update very shortly on the health of those 12 victims who were taken away by ambulance. I'm told right now they're at a hospital in Tucson being worked on. Live in Pinal County, I'm Steve Kuj, ABC 15 News.